Alright guys, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a case study here for this gentleman right here. So we'll go over and take a look. Alvin Tan. Alvin was a member back in June for 30 days and did not find the success that he wanted with ranking his GMB. And he subsequently asked for a refund, which I did give him. So he put in here that he didn't really believe that the rankings were real, that I showed up here from another guy that I ran yesterday, and I ranked that guy with just a few live drives in just a couple hours, really moved the ranking up here. So Alvin said here, just so you know this is real, he said, I've never had this results with your tool. Okay, I replied back and forth, and he challenged me to prove to him that it works. So I'm doing this right on the fly here. So that was about 47 minutes ago. They put that in here. Asked him to send me the GMB, which you just saw he did. So you can see it's August 30th at 11:33 a.m. Eastern Time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you here how I'm going to go about this. Now, I use the local dominator for the GeoGrid system. So this is completely independent from my own. So you know I'm not tweaking anything, I'm not doing any kind of editing or changes or manipulation. I wanted to use a third-party GeoGrid tool to just make this even more legitimate. So I pulled this with this main money keyword, which was curtain cleaning, and this is in Singapore. Obviously, I'm in the United States here. You can see his GMB information here, and they're all 20 plus except for these two that are 18. Now, what I like to do is when I do this, what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in. When I'm targeting a GeoGrid, and I'm targeting an area that there's no ranking happening in, or it's completely low on the ranking, I'm going to turn off this. I'm going to turn this off so it doesn't beep. All right. I got a little sidetrack there. Let's go back over here. So what I like to do is I like to target an area on the map where the person's ranking is weak. And obviously, this is really, really bad overall in the map. So first things first, I'm going to target, well, I could target the 18 here. Because we're already starting to move. There's a movement there. But, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Just for posterity's sake here. So I'm going to go down here and where this 18 is, directly on top of this, and I am going to click here. Okay, so we're going to go to view on Google Maps for this particular location. Okay, so we know, see, I clicked that, so just so you're following along here, I clicked this because I know that the grid is really weak right here, right? That's where 18 is. So I clicked on this particular block, I opened up the block, now I've got this information here. So we have this right here, just going to click, and now I'm going to copy this address, right? So this is an area that we're weak in. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to Live Drive here. We're going to put in curtain cleaning. Was that it? I'll have to go find that. Anyway, starting location. Put the starting location in right here. And for the destination, we're going to go over to its GMB. I'm going to grab the actual address here of the GMB. We're going to go back over to Kraken and put in that address right here. Okay. So this is the address of his actual GMB location. I'm going to take that off. Let's see here. Spire, LTD. Bukit Crescent, Singapore. Okay, so we're going to use, that's interesting. It's not his GMB address. That's weird that it's giving me that 25 Singaporean, because that's the actual one. I'm going to try this out. So, keyword, let's, doggone it, go open up Facebook yet. Alright, let's go find that. Curtain cleaning, Singapore. Okay, let's just copy that. go back over to here. Okay, there we go. We got that in here. Curtain cleaning, Singapore. All right, calculate results. Here we are. We're going to do a live drive directly to the main address right here. Okay, overall, start drive. Boom, drive start. Okay, now I've got this drive started right here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw this into a document here, the main address. And I'm actually going to make it 2 different addresses. So we're going to first delete that. We're going to put in what Google pulls up here. Okay, so go over, we'll grab a document, and let's just create a new text window here. And I'm working from multiple windows, just an FYI. So we put in the main Singapore address for his main GMB, and then we'll grab the one that Google automatically sets, okay? So, since this is pulling up funky here, put that in. All right, there we go. Okay, so we have our 2 particular addresses here. I'm just gonna drag this off to another window so I can look at this easier. Okay, now we have that one live drive set up. We know it's going to start running here. Oh, sorry, running. Great. It's almost finished that drive. Perfect. All right, so live drive is in order. So we're going to go back over here. Let me close out Facebook. Go back here, shark clean. Okay, boom, boom, boom. We're going to go to this block. Now we have one live drive from this particular location. Okay, so let's go and find another area, because I'm looking at the map here. I like to keep the 2 maps together so I know where I'm at and I know what's going on. So that's an 18. So we have the major highway here. I'm gonna go over towards the Giant Express. I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce that word. So we're gonna go down here and look at Google Maps. Okay, I'm going to grab this address, go back over, and we're going to set up another live drive from this particular address right here. Okay, another live drive, curtain cleaning Singapore, calculate route, start drive. Success. Okay, so now that drive is started here from this particular area. Now I'm just going to go around and I'm going to start grabbing different locations in this area where we know that it's weak. And I like to play music while I work. So since, just to show you that this is live, I'm not going to be talking while I'm doing this, and I'm going to play a little bit of music in the background. Now, one of the things that I'm going to be doing, this is what I did in my last live drive ranking, is not only am I going to be driving to the location, to the particular GMB, but I'm going to be driving from the GMB back to the location. So before I do this, let's go ahead and pick this area right here. So this is why I copied it into a document. Okay, so we're going to go back over here and we're going to say, okay, the destination is going to be this particular location, okay? And we're going to copy the other Singapore address that's pulling up for the actual GMB. We're going to drop this in for the starting location. Okay, so we're going to have starting location. We're going to have this one right here. Calculate drive. Start drive. Okay, so you can see here that on these particular ones, I was driving to the main business. Now I'm driving from the main business, I'm driving back from the main business to the actual customer to the customer area here. So we're going to do another one with the actual original address. So we're going to copy this, we're going to go back over, we're going to do another live drive. So starting location is going to be for the main business here, and the destination, we're going to go and grab this again right here. Make sure he's grabbing that full address. Singapore has definitely got some weird addresses here. We're going to calculate drive. Okay, very close right there. Start drive. So this is what you want to do. You want to not only be driving to your GMB, you want to be driving from your GMB back to the customers or in that vicinity to make it look like, you know, like they got to drive, GMB track the drive from a customer to the business and then later from the business back to that. So I'm just going to start targeting this, and again, I'm going to play a little bit of music in the background while I work, and we'll do that from here. So alright guys, so I actually deleted my music out of here because when I sped this up, it sounded like the Chipmunks on crack. So just an FYI, I was listening to some great music, had a lot of awesome artists today, but you don't need to see that. You just need to see it going fast here. So what I was doing, and you can see it as I'm doing it here, and this is moving pretty quick, is I'm grabbing all the locations around my GMB, and I'm creating driving directions to the GMB, and then I'm creating driving directions from the GMB to those locations, but I'm not doing them at the exact same time. Like I'm doing, let's say, lots of to journeys, and then I'm doing lots of from journeys. So it's not suspicious, right? But this is something that should be dripped out over the day and not done in the speed and the amount of live drives as I did. But regardless, you can see lots of great success was meted out here on the rankings. Okay, so just copy, paste, drop, copy, paste, drop. You know, it was moving right along here. So it came out very, very good. I was very happy with it. So I just wanted to put this little audio overview in here for you. And this has been 16 minutes I've been doing the video. And I want you guys to see this. Okay, so let's go back to scans. Let's click on his main scan. And here is where he was before. I'm just going to take a quick screenshot of this. Okay, so we're going to grab this right here. Alright, and we have that screenshot. Okay, now I'm going to go over to scans here, and you literally just saw this in 16 minutes, 15 minutes. You can see it right here. It started 11:27, 11:52, and here we are. So I'm going to screenshot this so you can see this. I'm telling you guys, you're doing this wrong if you're not getting these kind of changes here, because you literally just watch this in real time. Okay, so I'm going to grab this, drag it over, pull this down here so you can see what I'm looking at. Let's see if I can get this. Blast it. Okay, so here we go. I put them side by side. Here's the original. Let's go zoom in a little bit here. Okay, so hey, Mamma Mia, holy moly. Mamma Mia Della Rosa. Okay, so we're gonna pull this over and check it out. Check it out. Okay, so we got some great movement here. You saw it was just popping around in different points. So it looks like the main point went from a +20 to a +7. I'm going to run another scan just to check here in just a second. Okay, so that was my original scan, 19, 18, 18. We have 7, 12, 14, 18. Now some of these have changed a little bit. Let's go ahead and run another scan and just double check. Like I said, I like to run a lot of these when I'm doing it. Okay, so we have this in here. I'm gonna go to over top of the audio. So, okay, here we are. First scan, second scan, third scan. And you can start to see there's other changes happening out here in the wider GMB rankings, 19s. And just to show you that this is totally legit. Okay, I already showed you on the chat. Let's go back over to Alvin's original message to me. I think he sent me the his own scan that he did. Okay, nope, that was that. Okay, so where was his scan? I think his scan was in the actual Viper tools here. Okay, so let's see here. Alvin, okay. Just to show you, because I want you to see this. Okay, here it is. You can try curtain cleaning Singapore. Now it's been 1 hour. It's all beyond 20 now, so if it works, it works. Here is his. You can see that he pulled that August 25th, 2024, 20 plus ranking. That was the last time he pulled it. You can obviously see he's been pulling other ones, and he was not getting the ranks at all. Okay, and you saw when I pulled it how the ranking was showing up here. So I'm going to send Alvin a message. Alvin, please pull another grid. I just did a test, and we are seeing results already. I want to see what your grid tracker is showing. So I'll wait to hear back from Alvin, but I already know here on mine what we're doing. So let's go ahead and do another one. I got about 481,000 credits over here. Just been paying monthly and not using it. So it's good to save up those credits until you really need it. So we did the last one 3 minutes ago. Let's go ahead and run another one. Why not, right? And I haven't touched it since. Okay, so I haven't touched it since. My video is now 23 minutes in. And let's just see what additional changes are happening here. Okay, so we kind of backed off a little bit up here. It looks like it's starting to pop around here. 18, 19, 7, 14, 19, 19. So I'm going to continue here on the test. I'm going to keep this video live as long as I have memory. Let's make sure I've got enough. I'm always running out of memory, so I'm always having to delete stuff here. Let me just check my PC. Okay, got 34 gigs free. That should give me another, I don't know, another hour of video here, so we'll see. Okay, so we're going to continue here. I'm going to turn back on my music. All right, guys. So you can see here, I had to edit my video out because there's something going on with the speed. I'm not sure exactly, but you can see here when I started it and when I stopped it, what I was talking about here. So at the beginning, uh, my numbers, there were no numbers. Then around 11:52, it improved. So you can see right here at the very, very beginning what it was. And then the second scan I ran after a couple of the live drives, which you saw in the video below. That was the second one that I did around 11:52. And you'll see here in just a minute. Let's see here if my mouse catches up to it. Let's give it a second here. Okay, there we go. 11:52. I ran this one. Okay, you can definitely see a marked improvement here. Went from 20 down to a 7, a 19 to a 12, a 20 to a 14, 20 to a 19, I think, 18 there. Okay, here's another one. You can see I did this one 4 minutes later at 11:56 in the morning. There was a lot of improvement on this. And a 20 to a 19, a 20 to a 10, 20 to 11, a 20 to a 7, 19, 12, 16. Some very, very good movement. And then there was about 7 hours in between. You can see 7 hours in between my last scan and this one. There were actually quite a few scans in between that, but I just ran one last one at about, was it 7:15 this evening. Okay, so about 7 hours later, and the rankings are sticking there. Some really nice yellows. 7, 10, 9. There's an 18, 18, 19. So if this continued on, if I kept doing this and running this, there would be a really nice geogrid. You know, if you do this steadily over a month, this whole grid could possibly be completely yellow and lots and lots of greens. So if not totally green, you could really get some good greens in there and work on it and just continue working. So this is a very good system. Live Drive works exceptionally well. And if you're not using this, you definitely need to use it. But you can see here, Alvin was not ranking at all. You can see what his original grid was and what the grid is now showing, which is awesome. Super, super awesome. All right, guys. Thanks a lot.